Dave and Daniela want to make some serious changes to their kitchen, their downstairs TV room, and the playroom. But with 3 boys all under 5 and full-time jobs, they're barely hanging on, let alone starting a new renovation. You guys don't have a lot of friends, do you?
Not with 3 kids.
Well, if they think they're out of control now, wait till I show up, because they're going to leave this reno up to me. When you have a young, busy family and a whole house in need of renovations, it's tough to know where to start.
Hey, all right, welcome.
Dave and Daniela are about to get some much-needed perspective.
Hi.
Danielle, so how long have you lived here?
Just a couple months.
How many kids?
3. 4, 3, and 1.
Yes.
4, 3, and 1.
We tried really
You're
hard.
supposed to give her a bit of a break.
No. We pulled the Band-Aid. We didn't want to do this in 5 years.
Yeah.
Forget the diapers. Out the door we go.
Okay, so you've been here a couple of months.
Yes.
Why this house?
And one day we decided that with 3 boys, we needed more space.
We found this place which had tons of room, and we figured this would be a great place to start. We just haven't started.
So you guys do a lot of the work yourself?
Yeah, definitely never afraid to get my hands dirty.
I am painting.
I did notice that as well.
It's just taking me so long to do.
It looks like the kitchen's been done at some point. I'm guessing there's a long list of things you want to do in here.
So when we walked in, this is what we saw and this is what we kept.
So what are the big things that you don't like about the kitchen?
I don't like the fact that there's not enough counter space and storage. The fridge doesn't fit within the kitchen.
Fridges were smaller in the
Yeah.
Smaller. And then we have the wonderful ceiling fan. We actually had to block it off because you're inside, you're having a great conversation, and there's snow on your head.
Okay.
And then our sink with the boys and things like that, it's a little sink.
What about the function? I mean, does the kitchen work?
Right now, the kitchen is very functional, but my issue is for the future, the size of the kitchen and 3 boys is really going to get crowded in here really quickly.
What do you want to see in here?
Yeah, essentially, if that wall broke away and this became one giant kitchen with an eat-in, a little more lively in here. I find it's a little dark, a little aged.
I think I have some ideas in here. What are we looking at next?
The basement.
The basement?
Yes.
Yes.
Go downstairs.
And here we go into the basement.
Look at this. That is a sticky floor.
It can get slippery too.
What don't you like about the basement?
We just find it's really dark. There's no life in it.
Okay.
There's not a lot of functional storage.
Looks like a school. Looks like the basement of
That's
a school.
essentially it.
And like the kids can't even pull those drawers out themselves. Like I have to come over and kind of like
And we tell
lift
them
and
not to
jerk.
close it because they will lose a finger.
They'll get their fingers stuck.
The textured stuff on the walls would concern me. This is a great candidate to get it tested, see if there's asbestos in it. Because with the kids down here banging into the walls, if it's releasing fibers, that's not what you want. What would you like to see down here?
I would like to see definitely a family functional space where the kids can play and be loud and noisy. And we wanted to
Exactly.
be able to grow with them.
They have their MMA ring over there, which
So
hopefully...
this is the battle zone?
Yeah, they go, can we take our clothes off? They rip their clothes off, they go to their underwear, and they wrestle.
They wrestle.
Oh, yeah?
And wrestle.
Okay, what are we looking at next?
The TV room.
The TV room.
Yes.
All right, what is this?
This is the room with no personality.
This is the boring adult lounge that gets filled with various kids' things.
This room is so boring that it doesn't matter what's on TV, it's going to seem exciting.
Yeah.
That's right. We have horrible old drop ceilings. The edges are finished with unpainted cord around, which I think was
That's our crown molding.
I think it was supposed to
It
give it
is
some
crown.
pizzazz.
It's kind of a crown, yeah.
And it kind of doubles up in here as our office area.
So you've got office, entertainment, obviously some kids too. They make their
But we
way
want
in
this
here.
to go.
Yeah,
because
we want this to be
that
toy-free.
needs a door.
Yeah.
And the door must be there so it can muffle that sound from the screaming.
And burn marks from an iron.
Yep.
How would that happen?
If they're ironing curtains or something. I
If
think.
they're doing handstands with hot
pretty much.
Okay. What do you want to see in here?
An entertainment grown-up space.
It's got to be somewhere where at the end of the day you want to come home.
You wanna live in
sink
it.
into the
Yeah.
couch
Yeah.
and get excited from the room, not
Okay.
from what's on TV.
All right, so this is a pretty simple room because it literally is a blank slate.
Absolutely.
All right, let's jump out the side door here and we'll talk some business.
Great.
This is the fun part.
Let's go.
Okay. It's nice to be out of there. No, I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. I mean, you know the deal, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're handing me the keys, you're giving me the money. How are you feeling about that right now?
I'm feeling great about it.
Before you hand over the money, I need to know how much you're giving me.
We're comfortable with about 40.
So 40 grand, okay, that's top dollar. So
Yeah.
we'll pull our contingency out of that.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to do this?
Absolutely.
We have a deal?
We have a deal.
We're good to go.
Shake on it. Can't go
you,
back
sir.
now. So I'm gonna take off. I'll think about this. But when I come back, we're gonna get right to work.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit.
Right
ya.
on.
Dave and Daniela's kitchen leaves a lot to be desired for a busy family of 5. Now, taking down all the walls and opening up the space would create an amazing entertainment area and totally change the main level. So you guys are a young, fun couple. You want to have a young, fun kitchen that works with your kids.
Personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you start taking down walls, you start spending a lot of money. I'm not really sure how far their budget would go. Down in the basement, the playroom is a total eyesore. With peel and stick tiles directly on the concrete and textured plaster walls, this is just not a kid-friendly zone.
It's not good when our 4-year-old uses it to scratch his back.
No, a good post, though, occasionally, like if you have,
He
you have
likes
a
that
knot
'cause
back
it's got
there.
a little bit of texture, so he just kind of rolls and...
Now, ripping up the basement and creating an amazing playroom would be incredible and change the lives of their kids right now, but I'm not sure if that's value for the long term. The TV room is boring, and it was inherited from the previous owners, and nothing's been done.
And I have not been stricken with any inspiration to do anything.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
It
well-
really is hard to tell. The budget could go a long way down here to make this a really warm and inviting space that would grow with the family. However, this might be a project that they could handle themselves. Well, this one's an easy one for me. Let's go get it done.
So what room do you think they did?
I don't know.
Even though the kitchen's low on the priority, it wouldn't be horrible if it was done, but
No.
I would rather the TV room.
Yeah?
I think maybe downstairs.
Think so? It's downstairs? Oh my goodness
Oh.
gracious! Oh my gosh.
Is there anybody
Not
in there?
the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness
Oh.
gracious. Oh my god.
Cool. Look at all the space.
Space.
There's a lot of space.
I'm speechless right now. Brian, I have to ask what's around your neck.
What?
Early 90s, late 80s?
You like that?
Yeah.
Love it.
Run DMC. You better bust a move later.
It's yours.
Awesome.
Oh, look at that.
We found it under the cabinet.
Oh,
Yeah, we found a few things down there.
did you? Like what?
Oh, hey, whoa. Hang on a second. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, like 1,000 little rainbows falling from the sky. I'm gonna give that to you.
Okay.
A little gift for you. We found some other stuff too down here.
Wow.
Excellent.
A birthday card from 1975 with
Wow.
No way.
with a great poem from Grandma and Grandpa. Happy birthday. We did test the walls,
Yes.
and you notice that wall's not ripped down.
Oh, yeah.
Asbestos.
Asbestos?
No, it's not.
Oh.
That's my kid
That
saying.
wall's not ripped down because it's a cement
Well,
wall.
that would make sense.
Right.
I knew that too.
Yeah.
I just.
That's good news for you guys, and it's very good news for the budget.
Definitely.
Good.
So at this stage, you can see that wall came down. There was some interesting electrical things going on over there. Look at this. They wired this into this circuit. They threw lamp cord right in here. You know, all in all, we haven't found anything major yet. But we also haven't finished pulling everything down yet.
Yeah.
So obviously we're down here in the basement. Being a dad with a bunch of kids, I know how important it is to have a space for them to burn off some energy.
Definitely.
Somewhere safe to play. When I looked at that, and I looked at the bland, kind of boring room there, in there you need some decorating, a couple of things, but this by far is the biggest job.
Yeah.
The kitchen, it's gonna be fairly simple to take that out. It's functional now and it matches the rest of the first floor.
Yeah.
But down here, it's dated.
Yeah.
Aged.
You know, the kids probably come down here and they're not really sure, are we wrestling on the carpet? Are we slamming each other on the concrete with the tiles on?
Why are there red
we in the-
stains on my feet?
Yeah, are we in the most boring room in the world? I don't know what's going on. You seem pretty pumped.
Yeah. For me, this was the one thing that I could give my kids in this house for them.
You're getting pretty emotional. Like it's important.
This was
for you.
big for me. This room for them was the most important room for me.
Yeah.
Even though you want a room with a door to lock them out and stop the screaming. All right, well, I got more good news for you.
Okay.
I do have a plan.
Okay.
You want to see it?
Yes.
Gotta see it.
The kids will love this.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's so cool.
First, we'll put in a dry core subfloor to warm up the floor. Then we'll run laminate throughout. It'll be nice and
This
warm
is
and dry.
awesome.
So you got 3 boys and full of energy, right? All of your dreams are hinged on the fact that they tire themselves out and actually go to sleep and sit still for 30 seconds.
Yep.
Over here, we'll do a wrestling area with other fun features like a ladder, a swing, and even a climbing wall.
Wow.
That is so
that's
cool.
sick.
When they do want to sit down, they'll have an activity table over here with a built-in unit on this wall for storage. This is going to be a fun playroom that'll continue to grow with the whole family.
They're gonna love that.
Do you like it?
I think,
love
love it.
Love it.
No, I'll be honest. I'm so offended at how bored we all were in that room there. We can continue the hardwood through there, throw some paint on the walls.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Awesome, man.
But that's all going to depend on the budget. So for right now, it stops at the plastic.
Right.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave this with you.
Great. I
Check
gotta
out the
see
plans. I'm going to take off. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll keep going.
Great.
While we continued demo at Dave and Daniela's, we ended up finding a little bit of asbestos around one of the vents and the registers. So we had to dip into our contingency fund a little bit to do an abatement. With the asbestos gone, we could continue framing the walls and the ceiling, and then we could get the electrical started. Next, we're installing the dry core subfloor. This will actually give them a bit of insulation. It'll keep moisture underneath the floor and allow it to evaporate from the pad. And the other benefit is that when the kids are running around body slamming each other, it's gonna absorb that impact a little more. While we're installing the dry core subfloor, we're also installing insulation in the walls to keep the basement nice and warm.
Hi, Bryan.
Hello, how are you?
Oh,
What do you think?
Wow.
some work down
Different.
here.
You gotta admit, it feels bigger.
It feels a lot bigger.
So we put the dry core subfloor down. Here you can see that we've got the new framing up. We've got all the new wiring pulled. So once this is all put back together, it's gonna be warm, dry, nice soft floor, all that kind of stuff.
Beautiful.
So all the stuff in behind the walls is gonna be great. One thing we did find on a supply line was asbestos wrap. So the abatement on that, it's not a matter of just ripping it out, throwing it in a bag and disposing it. It's bring the abatement team in, do it properly, clean it up, lock it down, do an air test, all that kind of fun stuff. We've spent $1,500 to have that removed properly and safely. So that eats into our budget for the boring entertainment room, which means we've got the money for the floor, but we don't have the money to install it. We either have to have you finish it, or we need to come up with about $1,500 to finish the flooring in there and tune that room up. Is that something that you guys would want to tackle yourself?
Absolutely. He can tackle that himself.
We didn't talk about that. You can't work a couple extra hours.
Well, yeah, but not for free.
Well,
He can install it.
we should chat.
While Dave and Danielle are trying to decide if they're actually going to install the floor in the entertainment room themselves, we're going to continue with the playroom. Next on the list, drywall. Then we can move on to mudding and taping. Now that we're done rebuilding the walls, it's time for me to check in with David and Daniela and see what they've decided about those floors. How are you feeling?
Really good.
How's the bank account feeling? Well, you can see there's been a lot done down here.
Yeah.
All the framing, the electrical, the back framing. But we're at the stage now, we can kind of see that finish line. We talked about the most boring entertainment room on the planet.
Yeah.
And extending that floor in there. We had some talks about the budget. Where are we going with that?
Between the kids and the wife and the job and partial amount of sleep, then I've got no time.
Okay. So you got money.
We'll find money.
We'll find money.
We'll find
There's
money.
things we can do.
Not sure I want to know.
No. You leave that to me.
I'll leave that to you. I'll leave it to you to pay. So you're going to leave the installation to us?
Yeah.
But you are handy.
I am.
There is one little project I'd like you to give me a hand with. We're actually going to reface or recover the stair treads coming downstairs.
Okay.
All right, well, you
Off
get
to
out of
it.
here, and you come with me. Woot. This is the Finger Remover 2000.
Great.
Okay. Well, you're a handy guy, right? So you know how to use a jigsaw?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you know how to follow a line?
I hope so.
What do you mean you hope so?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
You cut right up the middle of the line, didn't you?
Yes,
This is gonna be a 32nd of an inch short.
I think so.
I don't know, we're gonna find
Well,
out.
let's find out.
Trim this guy up here.
Should I do it a different way?
Yeah, do this one a little better.
Oh, that's the... Let's go. Let's cut.
Make it perfect. Woo! That was exciting!
I think that was better.
I still see a little pencil there, though. This one's gonna be a little long, I'm afraid.
Oh, my goodness.
It's all right, you did a good job.
I hope so.
So they're pretty tight, but the last thing I want to do is hammer these things down because this is veneer.
Yes, might split a bit.
We gotta be gentle.
A little gentle.
Gentle hands.
Yes.
Okay.
Might be a little tight. That needs to be trimmed.
All right, you want to try that on the bottoms there?
All right.
Maybe that's the one where you left a little bit of
Oh, just a little.
line on there, and so
I
now
left
it's-
it?
Now it's causing us issues.
Who measured? There we go.
Oh, see?
Look.
Look at that. That must have been the one where you followed instructions.
Oh, no, this was mine. I'm pretty sure. I can see. It's straight.
Let's try that one. Look at that.
Fuck. So they were both done right.
You're lucky I watched. From what I can gather, Dave still has a few things to learn, but apparently he's not all bad. So let us glue the top one.
Perfect.
That is a significant amount of adhesive right there.
Is that too much?
We're not laying tile.
Hey,
This stair tread shall remain in place forever.
he has the right to razz me with the DIY stuff because definitely knows better. Otherwise, I would have the TV show.
And now we wait.
What do we do now?
I put in my time to help Bryan, but I'll leave it up to him. That's why he's here.
Daniel, let's make a climbing wall. You know, it's been a while since I've climbed to Everest, but I'm gonna do my best to recall the route and the handholds. And I jump to the right and... Okay, I think I got it. Let's throw some footholds down the bottom. These are little guys. So we wanna keep these nice and close, make an easy route for them. Oh, I'm hanging. Energy bar!
That looks pretty extreme.
Where's my Sherpa? Ah! Ah! I'm okay, I'm okay. Once we finished up the climbing wall, we moved on to installing the flooring in the playroom and the TV room. Then we could get the pot lights in, finish up the stairs. We're in the home stretch now.
We are so excited to have our entire house back. Living in close quarters with 3 little ones is very challenging. Oh my,
That's perfect.
oh my gosh.
Dave and Daniela's dungeon-like basement has now been transformed into a bright and really fun space for these kids. I know they're gonna love it. Come on down.
Oh my, oh my,
That's perfect.
oh my gosh.
You know what you're looking at?
I'm looking at a park in my basement. That's
That is
awesome.
so wicked.
See this? Little mouse house? No. We put the door in so you could get them out.
Is there a lock? Anything? Filler space?
The stairs are totally updated. You've got the glass rail coming down so it doesn't feel closed off.
Beautiful. Wow, the floors are
No more red
gorgeous.
planet.
The floors all the way into the boring entertainment room.
The boring entertainment.
There's some
room.
paint in there. There's some color. There's some new floors.
There's a whole lot versus what it was before, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, think back. I mean, it was just over a month ago. We came down these stairs and it was dark and it was dreary and the floor was solid concrete with the vinyl tiles on top. You had the textured plaster and that dark, almost reclaimed from like a horror film storage unit
Looked
over
like
there.
an altar. You could have sacrificed something on it.
Now you've got this convertible storage. You've got the table here so the kids can sit and play. The biggest difference down here, I think, is that now it's bright.
Yes.
It's inviting, and the floors aren't hard.
Yeah.
So you've got this mat here that they can wrestle on, they can play on, they're not gonna hurt themselves. Plus, with the dry core under the floor, it's gonna keep it nice and warm because they spend a lot of time on the ground.
Definitely.
You can slide that mat over underneath the climbing wall
Perfect.
because, you know, things that go up
Must come down.
must come down. There were a few issues we ran into. We were worried about the plaster being full of asbestos. It wasn't. But then we did find some asbestos, so we had some abatement done, ate up a little money there.
Yep.
You guys are slightly over your original budget,
Slightly.
but I don't think we're too far, and this is a completely different basement.
I'd go over budget just for this spot.
Yeah.
Is there anything down here that you guys would change?
No.
No?
No. This put us 2 years ahead. We just wouldn't have had the time to do this.
Now you can put some work time on the back burner for a little while.
Yeah.
Maybe wait till they're old enough to help you with the upstairs.
Exactly.
That's right. All right, boys,
I
come
hear
on
them.
down.
Hello?
You can open your eyes.
And open your eyes, buddy.
What do you
Come on down, Adam.
Come on, Adam.
What do you think, buddy?
What do you think, bud?
Hey, what do you guys think of the basement? What do you think, Adam?
He goes for the construction company.
Hey, this is a good boy right here. This is a good boy. High five?
Yeah, good job, Adam.
You love it? Dave,
Sir?
you got your hands
Thanks,
full?
buddy.
I think you're gonna have an early night tonight.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy, have fun, guys. See you
Say
later.
bye,
Bye.
Of course you can play with it. This is your play area.
Drop me beat.
Ready?
You're in my spot. You're supposed to go over there. Get out of my way. Your kids go to sleep. We should be playing with this.